Have you ever wondered about the unsolved mystery of Madeleine McCann's disappearance? This question has haunted millions worldwide since the fateful day of May 3, 2007, when 3-year-old Madeleine McCann vanished from her family's holiday apartment in the scenic resort town of Praia da Luz, Portugal. It was an ordinary evening turned nightmare. The McCann family, hailing from the United Kingdom, were enjoying a serene vacation. Little Madeline was left sleeping soundly alongside her younger twin siblings while her parents dined with friends at a nearby tapas restaurant within the resort complex. However, upon their return, they were met with an empty bed where Madeline had been. The window was open, the shutter lifted, and Madeline was gone. In the blink of an eye, a family holiday had spiraled into a global mystery that quickly garnered international attention. The world watched with bated breath as Portuguese authorities, supported by British law enforcement and private investigators, embarked on one of the most extensive search operations in recent history. The McCann's plight resonated with parents across continents, leading to an outpouring of public empathy and support. The case triggered wave after wave of media coverage. Madeline's cherubic face became a symbol of lost innocence, appearing on news channels, in newspapers, and on billboards, stirring a collective sense of urgency and distress. The story of the missing British toddler overshadowed political headlines, transcended language barriers, and crossed national borders, turning it into a truly global phenomenon. Grassroots campaigns sprang up with millions of flyers distributed worldwide, hoping that someone, somewhere, had seen something. The mystery of Madeline's disappearance spawned countless theories and speculation, each more bewildering than the last, adding to the enigmatic aura that surrounded the case. Despite the worldwide coverage and massive search operations, Madeline's whereabouts remain unknown to this day. The question lingers. What happened to Madeleine McCann on that fateful night in Portugal? The search for answers continues, keeping the hope alive that one day this mystery will finally be unraveled. But who might be responsible for such a heinous act? Let's introduce the main suspect, Christian Brueckner. Christian Brueckner, a man with a patchwork past, is currently the main suspect in the disappearance of Madeleine McCann. Brueckner, a native of Germany, has a criminal history that is as lengthy as it is disturbing, with a series of offenses that span across multiple countries. He is a man who has proven himself capable of committing heinous acts, having been previously convicted of rape. Despite being acquitted of unrelated sexual offense charges recently, he remains in prison due to that previous rape conviction. His expected release date is as far away as September of 2025. A case as high profile as this one invites media scrutiny, which the court believes may have influenced the acquittal. But how did Brueckner become the main suspect in Madeline's case? The answer lays in a trail of digital breadcrumbs that lead back to him. Detective Titus Stampa unveiled evidence linking Brueckner to the case, evidence found within the confines of his own email accounts. These accounts were used to exchange images involving the sexual abuse of minors and contained disturbing content related to kidnapping and abuse. This digital trail paints a picture of a man who could be capable of committing the crime he is suspected of. Yet, despite the mounting evidence against him and the troubling content found in his email exchanges, Brueckner proclaims his innocence from his prison cell. He criticizes the legal probe into Madeline's case as a scandal, and despite the serious nature of the allegations against him, he remains uncharged in Madeline's case. While Brueckner has been linked to the case, he has yet to be formally charged in relation to Madeline's disappearance. This leaves us with more questions than answers, and the mystery of Madeleine McCann's disappearance continues to baffle and intrigue us to this day. The investigation into this case has been extensive and ongoing for over 17 years. A complex web of international cooperation, the search for Madeleine McCann has seen the combined efforts of authorities from Germany, Portugal, and the United Kingdom, each jurisdiction providing its own unique perspective and expertise in an attempt to solve this confounding mystery. In Germany, the main focus has been on Christian Brueckner, who remains a person of interest despite his acquittal on unrelated charges. His incarceration for a previous conviction has allowed investigators to continue their work, delving into his past and scrutinizing every piece of evidence that may link him to Madeline's disappearance. Simultaneously, Portugal's authorities have been relentless in their pursuit of the truth. They've combed through the forests near Praia, painstakingly searching for any clue that could lead them to Madeline. Their commitment to the case remains unshaken despite the passing of years and the countless dead ends they've encountered. Across the sea, the United Kingdom has not been idle. British investigators have worked tirelessly, using every resource at their disposal to support their counterparts and keep the case in the public eye. The hope of finding Madeline alive, although diminished with each passing year, has never been completely extinguished. Yet, the progress in charging Christian B. has been slow. The reasons behind this are multifaceted. For one, the legal complexities of a case spanning 3 countries are immense. Laws differ, as do procedures, and ensuring that every step taken is legally sound is a time-consuming process. Moreover, the evidence against Christian B., while suggestive, has not yet reached the level of certainty required for formal charges. The court's need for credible evidence and the prejudice in the media further complicate matters. A rush to judgment could jeopardize the entire case, and so, in the interest of justice, patience is paramount. Despite the time that has passed and the challenges faced, the search for Madeleine McCann continues. The hope that one day the truth will be revealed remains a beacon for all those involved in this heart-wrenching case. Over the years, various theories and claims have emerged about Madeleine's fate. It's been a whirlwind of speculation, with some of the most bizarre claims coming from the psychic community. They've spun tales of Madeleine being alive and well in Germany, and even provided specific coordinates for her supposed burial location. These claims, while unverified, have driven social media trends, causing the hashtag #MadelineMcCann to trend on multiple occasions. But it's not just psychics who've been stirring the pot. The main suspect in Madeleine's disappearance, Christian B., has been vocal from his prison cell. Despite facing a slew of charges, he's proclaimed his innocence, criticizing the legal probe as a scandal. He's vehemently denied any involvement in Madeleine's disappearance, maintaining that he's been wrongfully accused. These claims have fueled the fire of speculation, with everyone from internet sleuths to armchair detectives joining the fray. It's created a frenzy of theories, each more sensational than the last. Some suggest that Madeleine was sold into a trafficking ring, while others posit that she was taken by a pedophile network. There are even theories that she was kidnapped by a lone predator, or that she wandered off and met with an unfortunate accident. These theories make for compelling narratives, captivating the public and keeping Madeleine's story alive in the media. They've turned the case into a real-life whodunit with plot twists and red herrings galore. But while they've succeeded in keeping the case in the public eye, they've done little to bring us closer to the truth. Even as these theories swirl, the hard facts remain elusive. The investigation continues, with detectives tirelessly sifting through evidence and following leads. It's a painstaking process, one that's often overshadowed by the sensational claims and rampant speculation. And so, we're left with a case that's as mysterious as it is heartbreaking. A little girl lost, a suspect proclaiming his innocence, and a world captivated by the mystery. It's a story that's gripped us for over 17 years, and one that shows no sign of resolution anytime soon. While these theories create buzz, they rarely bring us closer to the truth. So where does the Madeleine McCann case stand today? The case, as it appears, is a labyrinth of speculation, investigation, and hope, where the truth seems to be both elusive and tantalizing. The primary suspect, Christian Brueckner, despite being acquitted of unrelated sexual offense charges, remains behind bars due to a previous rape conviction. He is not expected to taste freedom until September 2025. However, the legal proceedings involving Brueckner are not solely confined to the past. His connection to the Madeleine McCann case hangs heavy over him. The investigation, far from being concluded, continues to unravel as authorities in Germany, Portugal, and the UK tirelessly work to piece together the puzzle. New evidence, including emails that link Brueckner to the case, has been brought to light by Detective Titus Stampa. These emails not only contain disturbing content related to kidnapping and abuse, but they also point to a possible involvement in the exchange of images depicting sexual abuse of minors. Yet, despite these disconcerting findings, formal charges regarding Madeleine's disappearance remain unfiled against Brueckner. The lack of credible evidence and media prejudice has led to a case that is more complex than ever. Amidst this sea of uncertainty, the beacon of hope never flickers out. Madeleine's parents continue to hope for their daughter's return, marking her 18th birthday in a world where she remains absent. Their relentless efforts echo the ongoing nature of this case, a case that refuses to be forgotten. Psychics, detectives, and investigators alike have brought forward their theories, their evidence, and their claims. Yet, none have been able to provide a conclusive answer. The hashtag #Madeleine McCann trends on social media, reflecting the world's persistent interest and concern. As the case of Madeleine McCann stretches into yet another year, the quest for truth continues. The investigation moves forward, the evidence piles up, and the world watches in anticipation, waiting for the day when the mystery will finally be unraveled. As we continue to seek answers, one thing remains clear: the Madeleine McCann case is far from closed.